Hey guys, how's it going? It's Spike here, and Jesse Anderson has finally arrived. Finally. And you know what that means? That means we can farm him, get all of his rewards, and also unlock him as a character, which we can then use, and get his Rainbow Dragon as well. Before we get into farming, I just want to bring up a few things. One, you'll need a character, any character, as long as it's got low level, Dual Sense low level, or Dual Sense light. One of the two will be fine. I'm using light because that seems a bit more, I won't say consistent, but it doesn't really make a difference. Yeah, let's just have a look at the deck and I'll explain things as I go. We're going to be using Cerberus. Cerberus is really easy to get. You can get him from the card trader, especially now with the update that they've made. It should be a lot easier. And then the other thing that you will need is either, say, this card over here, Big Bang Shot, enemy controller, or I believe it's block defense or something along those lines that you get at the beginning of the game when you start. So everyone should have at least one of those. If you have one of those, then you should be good to go. You're probably looking at this at the moment, you're thinking, okay, I haven't got all those SRs and ultra rare cards, I'm not going to be able to do this. And the thing is, you don't need all these cards, and I'll explain that now. The reason is because we need the glossy and prismatic points, and we need, I think, about 900 if I'm right, depending on if we meet certain requirements, and that should be more than enough. And I believe I was getting about 1,600 glossy points using this deck, and I could easily get some more if I wanted. So Ryuyoku not needed, but I would definitely say probably have one of those, because you can get a lot of attack, and it just allows you to get over 10,000 really easy. The same goes for Super Rush, just prismatic points. Double summon again. That is not glossy, but is very, very useful. Again, I've already explained that one. Shard of Greed. You don't need Shard of Greed. The card that you probably do want is 2 or 3 of these. Only because it allows you to put 2 cards from their graveyard into their deck, and that just allows you to draw all your cards first before he decks out. So definitely make sure you've got at least 2 or 3. I've only got 2 because I've got quite a few cards that allow me to draw, and I have got Cup of Ace. You probably don't want Cup of Ace. I've got so many Shard of Greed, so I'm not too worried about Cup of Ace. So there is that. The issue that I do have with Pot of Benevolence is that you can't use it unless there's cards in the graveyard, so you can't use it on first turn. So if I draw into both of these and say Cerberus, probably there's a good chance I've lost, depending on what they draw. And I'm just going to jump into the duel now, and I'll explain things as I go. So just stick along and you'll see what I do. We'll go up against level 40 to get all those sweet rewards. And before we get in, I just want to say this isn't 100% consistent, and the reason is because if you go second, then you can't draw. Well, then he will, if you want him to attack in, you then probably lose because he's got 2 monsters attacking in, and he's got an equip card, and he'll just destroy you. And the thing is, if you don't draw Cerberus when he's doing that, then you've basically lost, which might be the case now. Actually, we'll see how this goes. He sets a card. Okay, interesting. Draw, not the card that we needed. What I might do is put some extra health to try and stay alive, just in case, and then end my turn. Because I don't need to worry about those 500, I don't think. But from what I can see, it looks like I should be fine. 2,600, that's perfect. It means I survive, which means I will be able to bring my attack up. The only thing that could happen is if he gets another one of these, a crystal release, which means he'd be able to get over my card. Draw sense, and there we go. There's our Cerberus, summoned onto the field, and of course we're going to have to use as many spell cards as possible. And this should be more than enough to get him to where we need him. Yeah, we want those life points. Get some more of those life points. And turn. Like I said, if he draws another crystal release, I will die. What I need to do to make sure that I can survive is actually get above 2,600, which I won't be able to do this turn. So we'll just hope that he doesn't do anything, because if he does, this won't go well. Cover vase, that could be quite useful depending on what happens here. Not in my best interest, but that's fine. If he gets that card now, which is quite high, or quite likely I should say, he will attack in, and he has an Iset card. That's perfect. I've managed to go from a point where it looked quite negative to quite positive. And now I can kind of just carry on. Recover life, yes please. I've definitely got those that comeback victory points at the moment. I don't think I can heal above 4,000 now, which is perfect for me. Cover vase. The only good thing about having a few cover vase and shards is that it draws, it makes the turns go quite quickly, which obviously is something you want when you are farming quite a lot as well. Increase 200. We'll put that on him. And then end turn. So we're quite equal at the moment. He's starting to put cards into his deck, which is quite useful because we want to get this off. What you can do if you have a shard of greed is actually return one of your cards and one of his cards, and that way you can potentially use your shard of greed. If you can't, it depends on the situation. Shard of greed, perfect. And he's got 2 cards in his graveyard, so I'll put those back into his deck. And I'll just scroll all the way to his cards and activate that. End my turn. Draw, perfect. Okay, Shard Greed, is that going to be useful? Draw 2 cards. I don't think it is actually. Am I right? So next turn I draw 2 cards. No, I can't use it right now. I can still use it at the end to just get my attack up, so that's not an issue at the moment. I can now use my other part. We'll activate that. Scroll right over again. Put it on him. And put them back into the deck. Perfect. We've got enemy controller. Am I going to use that now? Probably not. I mean, I could do and then just attack into his defense. So I think, yeah, I might as well. I might as well just use these prismatics. Just get those the extra attack, and yeah, we'll do that. Confirm. Because he's got that on, it makes more sense to actually attack into him in defense. So that's exactly what we're going to do. Then I will end my turn. I've got 2 turns left, and then I can, I will win, and then we'll see what rewards I get and how many points I get. Another shard, which is not the best time. It would have been better if we got those earlier on, but yeah, heart of the cards. Right, cup of ace is not very useful. So the question is, do I win? And I believe that is yes. Do I get 10,000 attack is the question. And I believe I do. I need to get over 10,100. Yeah, perfect. Use a shard. Another shard. And now we can attack in. Battle. Attacking the Pegasus. Jesse Anderson is dead. Well, he's not dead. He's just lost. and we'll see what I get. I'm just gonna click, speed this up. Hey, I got the ultra rare. Ultra rare, by the way, guys. A bit of a spoiler. You get 2 of those as a level up reward, so you only need the 1 drop, which I've just got now. So I don't have to really worry about that now. I'm sure I'll get a few more, but yeah, 8,700 points or score even, and 1,600 points from glossy points. So let's do a bit of math. That's 7,100 points, which means 900 glossy points, which is what I said before. But then taking into account the campaign bonus points as well, 1,000, so that's 6,100 points. We don't really have to worry about that now. We only need to focus on this because the campaign only started recently, so that's not something you need to worry about. Yeah, as you can see, super easy. We'll see how many points I get in total with that. I could increase the amount of glossy points I get as well. Was that 150,000? 150, yeah, 156,000. Which is a lot of points. As you can see, I'm already over 1 million points, which is amazing. I'm almost 1/3 of the way there. I am 1/3 of the way there because I think it's 3 million points if I'm right. Yeah, if you guys found that very useful, you can smash that like button. You don't have to, but it would be really appreciated. And subscribe to see more content. There will definitely be more in the future. I'm also going to be doing some streams now. I would say about 2, 3, 4 a week, depending on what's going on. So yeah, look out for that. Follow me on Twitch as well. Yeah, guys, that spikes out. I'll see you soon.